Sage of the Wind. Now, this might be the only other hero on this banner
This
we're
is
talking
fun. If there's any unit from Thracia FE4 who deserve an Ascended, I think Sed is one of them. He has a big role in Thracia, and he's powerful in FE4. Yeah.
Use a lot. It's a good thing
Not
we
as
have an
much as
AI editor.
Legion. Not as much as Legion, and I've been using it for some reason a little bit more in those few sentences.
Yeah, it's funny because the more you think about it, the more you use it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, try not to admit you're a racist right now.
What?
Didn't he say something like that last stream?
Yeah, I said, chat, say nothing if you're a racist. Something like that.
Oh,
I did it
joy.
at like, it was like 4 a.m. I want to see if anyone was awake. Okay, well, at least Sed has really nice art. He's still a green infantry mage. This
At
is
least he
way
has
better than
Forseti
base
now.
Sed. Yes, at least that's Forseti
To be
now.
fair, base Sed is actually pretty solid now.
Why?
Because he got his refine.
Oh, I forgot about
What
that.
is his refine? I don't even remember that.
The refine, he's basically like a green Monica right now.
Oh.
He gets a ton of attack and speed, he gets breath.
Yeah, he has
stuff like that.
desperation.
Desperation, yeah.
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 But he's not as attractive as Monica, nor is he as dedicated as Monica, so no thanks.
This is true.
You're into Monica? I could not see it.
Monica's cute. It's not like you can't be into her.
Man, don't you want
what
some
you gotta say?
dedication in your love interest?
Well, she's never gonna love you, that's for sure.
That's
Unless your name is
fine.
Edelgard, she's not gonna love you.
That's fine. Oh man. All right. Anyways, so the problem Emilio said is this: you're gonna fodder
Fodder.
him.
Yeah.
Yep. Infantry Pulse 4 is very good. And not to mention Special Spiral 4 is right there.
So
Yeah.
you can
To
easily
be fair,
have-
Ophelia has showed up a lot, but if you need more Special Spy 4, he is absolutely here.
You guys ranked him as a 4-star. Okay, that's kind of rough. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's anything particularly special about him. If you ask me, who's the most interesting Green Mage released in the past 3 months, I would have Soren over him. I would have
Definitely.
Citrinne over him. And are those the only Green Mages released in the past 3 months? What I'm saying is like I don't.
There's only really good ones I can think of released
Yeah.
recently.
The point is I don't particularly value him. I don't know about you guys, but so Infantry Pulse 4 is really interesting. It's essentially Times Pulse 3, but for everybody. Am I looking at it correctly?
I think it was just for him.
No, it's fair.
It is.
No, that's our term.
it-
Any
it
infantry ally special
extends.
cooldown count.
Oh.
Mhm.
M cannot read.
Wow, that's crazy.
Someone like Garrett.
Yeah, it's
would
really good.
absolutely.
That is really good.
Yeah, so Infantry Pulse 4 on
with
Garrett would be
Infantry Pulse
amazing.
4.
And you might as well just give him SS4 and attack speed ideal 4. Actually, Garrett could Wait, does Garrett buff himself?
He does.
does.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So he would make
Buffs himself and
perfect.
his allies a lot.
So he would make perfect utilization of attack speed ideal.
Yeah, it's
although
not follow-
ideally attack speed prime is Garrick's best A slot, I think.
Okay, sure, but if you want to be a cheapo and you're foddering one hero, there you go.
Yes. No, for said, you would absolutely fodder. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That being said, I do like, no pun intended. That being said, I do like that he does true damage based on speed as a mage. With Special Spy 4, and how he does get 12 attack and speed, unfortunately it's not in combat speed scaling, but at the very least he can hit quite hard with his AoEs, and I do think that there's a legitimate use for that.
I agree with that. You know, there's a reason why we don't see infantry AoE heroes anymore, except for those people who really like Ophelia.
Yes.
The crazy people.
They have fallen a bit out of favor, unfortunately.
We value
compared to
movement.
Units who can just
Sed has no movement.
move easier.
This is true.
It doesn't matter if you're such a great nuke if you can't even get into combat. This sounds funny because Shez, we all know she's a magnificent nuke. She even has Oath. I struggle to get her in combat sometimes. It gets really rough. Now, if you're playing against like AI, it's not gonna matter. But in like anything really competitive, yeah, I can't even imagine using Sed. It's gonna be rough. And if you remove Infantry Pulse 4, does he even still work?
Mm,
Let's see here.
I, mean, you could just
I
put
think he
Times Pulse
can't-
4. I mean, if you want to switch
but
it.
I'm saying if you switch it to Oath, so you can
But that
teleport.
wouldn't really do anything.
Oh no,
I suppose
he
4
wouldn't get his.
wouldn't change
Oath
it.
isn't really worth it because you're not going to get the visible buffs because he already gives himself that. So you're just
No,
changing
no,
your
Yeah,
Oath
you
for-
wouldn't
for
want to run attack
teleport.
speed oath.
Well, I know, but like In that case, you should
Yeah,
just
you
put him on like a
in that case you'd running
guidance team.
defense res oath 4 whenever that
Okay,
happens. But
so the point I'm trying to make is, like, how do we resolve his movement issues? So you would have to basically run him with Catria, but if you run him with Catria, like, why I'm not running, like, Arvel or somebody, or, like, Citrinne, right? Like, that's the point.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
They're all kind of in the same range as being an AoE nuke.
I think it's
They all
well. I
can
think
be.
his distinction is compared to someone like well, at least Arvel. I don't know about Citrine, but he does charge up AOE's easier, in a sense.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true, but those two heroes have other benefits. I have my doubts here.
I think
I mean,
I think the true damage is, along with the setup, is what differentiates him. But it's not quite enough in my view.
he totally doesn't just need to be like an AoE. He could totally, like, if you want to change up his kit, I can already see like remote Sparrow, Flare, and then I think that would work
But then he
pretty
just
well.
becomes cookie cutter,
Flare-
and I don't really like that.
Cutting?
Yeah, I
can't
don't
be put
understand
on
the
infiltrate.
particular point of all that.
Did
So,
you just say Flare can't be put on infantry?
Nope.
It comes on an infantry unit.
Are you saying the flare to special? I thought you meant flare to sparrow. My bad.
No, I bet the special for like a
I
base.
think-
wouldn't.
I think
move his
you might as
AoE.
well capitalize on his AOE's because he gets true damage on special, and if you're not using that
Well, yeah. I mean,
to its
Yeah, you
fullest
know,
effect, then
Flare's
why
funny.
use it, right?
technically, you can just
you-
do this on Citrine as well. It's this funny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do this
I
on
mean-
Citrine if you wanted, and she has a really, really nice argument for it because she gets uber quicken pulse.
Yep. So that's the reason why I'm like, why did they? Sed just feels like he's coming at a weird time.
It doesn't specifically say if the true damage off his speed is onto his special or not. Like usually it says, but it doesn't have that here.
No, it says when special.
No, with special triggers, it does say that.
When special triggers.
why can
yeah.
you not read today?
You can't read today.
And he will do. And because Blazing Wind will be, even with Slang, at 3 cooldown, he will be doing 50% of his speed as true damage on that trigger. So
Yes.
I do think that his damage output will be fantastic. It's just, you really have to work to get him in there. And if you can, then hey, props to you, because using Sed is pretty cool.
Okay.
Go
So
for
yeah,
That is a lot of true damage.
I'm gonna sum it up here. I think he's probably gonna get more fodder than used,
Yes, most likely.
and he's not even IMO the best Green Mage they released in the past 3 months, which is rough.
No,
so
no.
there you go.
He's the damage mage, but that's not quite the level of uniqueness that someone like Citrine has with the giant support, or Soren with one form of support, but that one form of support is really, really powerful.
Because if I want to instant AoE, and then the point is, okay, the problem is he doesn't move well, so he doesn't have Oath. He's not teleporting around, so his movement's hampered. And while you can argue using other heroes can help that out, you can also make the argument for the other Green Mages like Soren and Citrine having help, and then they're, they can do even more stuff. If you don't use Infantry Pulse 4, he's not going to work pretty well. Okay, so he also doesn't have Canto, so he can't retreat, which is something that a lot of these AoE heroes would love to have. It's just like a couple years too late to have like just, hey, infantry AoE hero. That's why I'm like really weirded out by all this. And then he's really good fodder, so you're probably not gonna see him. But yeah, if somebody can put a team together and utilize him, he's gonna do well. It's just I'm not sure why you would go out of your way to do it. But yeah.
Yeah. You would probably just do it if you're running low on Ascended Florets, if you absolutely love them and you want to use an Ascended hero, or you're a big fan of Sed. He is pretty cool.